Good evening to you and a warm welcome to the part of West London where the King's Road and Fulham Road meet, Stamford Bridge. I'm Derek Ray and with me here on the commentary position is Lee Dixon. And we have a FUT Rivals match coming up for you. Lee, this ought to be special.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Lovely to be here. I can't wait for this one. A nice quick tempo from both sides will be ideal for me. Let's hope we get that. Should be a great game.
Bruno Fernandes. Here's Marquinhos. Neymar. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Thomas. Now with Rashford. Aguero. Extremely sloppy in possession. Bruno Fernandes. What can they do from here? Takes aim, and a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead. The opening goal of the game then. Aguero. Well, that's not watertight defending. He's managed to lose his marker, showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. Thomas. Now Sissoko. Lucas. Aubameyang. Here's Aguero. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be! Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece.
Sergio Aguero.
Marquinhos. Maradona. Well, they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Good pressure to regain possession. It's with Alex Telles. Neymar. Maradona. Just cutting off the supply. And the intervention, a good one by Stones. Neymar. Well, possibilities inside the box. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Failed to keep hold of it. Disappointing pass. Kleiber. Diego Maradona. And slipped through beautifully. And he's waiting in the centre, unaccompanied. Delivering it into the box. Danger averted. Plenty of running room in the wide position. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Martinez. Eusebio. Beautifully weighted ball. Was an important piece of defending. Crossing possibilities. Bruno Fernandes. And no luck keeping possession. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes has it. It's opening up for them. Now with Eusebio. It's a weighted pass. Lucas Moura. Interception to snuff out the danger. Well, a chance here perhaps to invigorate their aerial targets. This could be dangerous if he's not careful. Magnificent defending. Alex Telles has it. This is Neymar. And he might be through here. A very timely interception. Eusebio. Timely intervention. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Stones. Bruno Fernandes. Can they take advantage? Really vital interception. Thomas. And Aubameyang now. Aguero. And he saw the situation developing. Marquinhos. And Maradona has it. Eusebio. And Aubameyang now. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at Stamford Bridge. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Kleiber. Duncan. Aubameyang. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Well, that'll be a free kick. Duncan. Suarez. And return to Suarez. Disappointing for the Black Cats to give it away in that fashion. Well, he's a player you always keep your eyes on, and he delivered in the first half, Lee. Sergio Aguero.
Well, he stepped up to the plate to get that goal to put his team on equal terms. Can he produce a winner in this second half? Let's find out.
Options in the middle. Bruno Fernandes. Well, possession ceded. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Bruno Fernandes. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Diego Maradona. Maradona. Suarez. Suarez saw his pass intercepted. Good work to regain possession. Bruno Fernandes. Duncan. This is Neymar. The Black Cats moving the ball around more than decently. Smuggled away. Marcus Rashford. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Rashford. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. And they could face difficulties here. And a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Well, there to intercept. Aguero. Aubameyang. And return to Aguero. Well, he's given us away. Suarez. Attacking possibilities for the Black Cats. Neymar. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Getting in there to take it away. Bruno Fernandes. Duncan on the ball. Suarez. Really getting stuck in. Getting in there to intercept. Maradona. On the ball, Luis Suarez. Bruno Fernandes. Well, it's creative from the Black Cats. Accurate pass upon accurate pass. Suarez. It's with Duncan. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he did his job defensively. Not far away at all with the volley.
Well, to catch it like that, you've got to have really good technique. And oh, so close.
Possession lost, intercepted. Oh, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Not a good pass. On the attack, is there to be late excitement? Aguero. Perfect tackle. Suarez. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Well, great read there to intercept. And that is how to block. Rashford couldn't keep it. Real chance. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And in with a real chance. And forward they go again. This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is over, but no, there's another chance. And there it is, back of the net. It looks like the winner.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? And only 2 minutes remaining here. Maradona. On the ball, Luis Suarez. They've lost it. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. Lucas. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary box as always by Lee Dixon. And what we have coming up for you is a division rivals match. Really looking forward to this one, Lee.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, really looking forward to both teams producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
Marquinhos. Well, racing past his man. And they're making a change. Marquinhos. Bruno Fernandes. What can the Black Cats do from this position? Eusebio. And he read it well defensively. Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Lee, what do you think we might see from him? To take the lead. It's still alive. Bruno Fernandes. Space on the flank. He could pick out a teammate. Can he finish this? And that was a heaven-sent opportunity to take the lead so early.
First goal is so important, Derek. Sometimes you're not ready. Well, you really must be ready this early in the game.
It might be. In it goes. An early goal, no wonder they're celebrating.
Number 7, Sergi Gnabry.
Stones. Campbell. Bruno Fernandes. Duncan. No chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Eusebio. They do pass the ball with authority. And Neymar. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. Now that short pass, this could be interesting. Outrageously skillful. Kleiber. Grafenberg. Not a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. It did look on for them, but not to be. Neymar. Neymar. There's a slide rule pass. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
That's very decisive goalkeeping. Can they square the game? Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Serge Gnabry. Kimmich. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Neymar. And the Black Cats find themselves in a position of menace. This could square the game. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Diego Maradona. It wasn't far away from the target, Lee.
No, it was decent. Really, really decent chance for the lad. They'll keep pushing away to try and get that equaliser.
Not much defensive cover there on the flank. And whipped into the box. Campbell taking care of his defensive duties. Eusebio. Here's Kluivert. That was a move of great promise. They could easily have been in. He's got space. Can he play it in? Danger averted by Sol Campbell. Diego Maradona. This is Neymar. No, they couldn't keep it. And here's Joshua Kimmich. And he saw the situation developing. Neymar. Serge Gnabry. Looking confident with the ball that is... He was certainly in. The chance was there, but credit has to go to the defender, Lee.
Well, part of a defender's job is to put players off doing their job, and that's exactly what they do there. It's a decent effort in the end, but under pressure.
And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Now showing excellent judgment to intercept. Serge Gnabry. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Neymar. Maradona. Is it going to be? But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Just cutting off the supply. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Bruno Fernandes. And Neymar. Kluivert. And back with Eusebio. And a chance to level it. Can they keep it out? Not a poor ball giving possession back to the opposition. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Kluivert. Gravenberch. And there to intervene.
The hosts have had the lion's share of possession, but it's just whether they can convert that possession into clear-cut chances. You sense they need to pick up the pace a little, start utilising the wide areas more. The back line's doing a decent job. Hopefully the forwards can do that as well.
And the counter looks on here, options available. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Daniel Malen. And intercepts again. Oh, lovely incisive pass. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum.
Number 18.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Gnabry. They could nudge in front. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. So the Black Cats get things restarted. Can they wipe out that last goal? Marvellous piece of skill. And there to intervene. They're getting the ball forward. Fractionally offside. Duncan. Neymar. Good tackle. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Will they profit from this situation? Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And firing it into the area. And the keeper exuding confidence.
Yeah, doing his job. Right position, right time.
Well, no end product. Serge Gnabry. It's there for him. Pivotal moment defensively. Bruno Fernandes. It's with Duncan. Eusebio. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Well, it might still work out for them. They are a goal down, but perhaps a chance to create something from this corner. Over it comes. Well, the header, but a comfortable save for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he has to do better than that. I could have saved that, Derek.
Coman. This is Coman. It's been aimed towards the front post. Cleared away comprehensively. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Can they keep it going? Well, not the pass he had in mind. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. And the emphasis is on creativity. Gnabry. Grafenberg. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Eusebio. This is Neymar. Eusebio. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he stopped them just when they looked menacing. Bodies forward and the break looks on. What can he do from here? Maradona. And Neymar. Well, that is how. And a chance to level it. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here.
Well, as we look at this again, the keeper's every right to ask where his back line was, but 2v1 in the end. He's thinking now, is he going to pass or go round me? He's got no chance.
Oh, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Baumgartel. Kimmich. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. And the counter-attack is on, options available. Looks as though they might make real progress on the counter-attack. Not so. What a shocking pass, really. Oh, that's an interesting pass. João Felix must take the lead here. What can they do from this corner? The minutes ticking away in this game. But the keeper takes command of the situation. Campbell. And on to Felix. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Grafenberg. Well, nicely cut out. 1 minute remaining. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Neymar. Neymar! And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, Derek, he can relax now. He's got the hat-trick. Fully deserved. Well done indeed.
18.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. And there goes the final whistle, and the home fans are going to be happy. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the FUT Champions Weekend League coming right up. It's Black Cats up against the Dons.
Well, we know one thing about the FUT Champions Weekend League. It'll be competitive. There will be pressure, a lot at stake. Who's going to come out on top? I'm really looking forward to the game today, Derek.
Marquinhos. Decent position for the Dons to be in. Here's Marquinhos. And Neymar. And still looking for space. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Neymar. Good use of advantage by the referee. And delivered by Neymar here. Can they take the lead here? There it is, and just the ideal start.
Well, as we see again, Derek, it's quite simple. Keep the ball, don't give it away. It's a terrible clearance, and after that, they're under pressure and they never recover. Bad goals give away.
So the Dons kicking off. Let's find out if they can square the game here. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Well, possession ceded. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear. Takes aim! Ball is loose. Well, no damage done. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Oh, it's mischievous. Oh, we have just witnessed a special moment. Pure quality. So 2-0 now. Neymar. Pogba has it. Rafael Varane. And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. Cantona. Well, unable to bend his run offside. Bruno Fernandes. Stones. It did look on for them, but not to be. Neymar. Marquinhos. Kaká. Good Don's move in the making. Pogba. And back with Pogba. Could reduce the deficit. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Marquinhos. Pogba has it.
Recordamos a los aficionados
Alessandrini.
que en este estadio hay que animar. ¡Vamos, gente!
Here's Marquinhos.
¡Que se os oiga!
And Neymar. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Neymar. Maradona. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. Marquinhos. Maradona. Oh, big chance. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance. So continuing with the action, the Black Cats in charge and the scoreline threatening to get ugly. Oh, left his man behind here. Marquinhos. Rafael Varane. Paul Pogba. Here's Marquinhos. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. And on to Cantona. Here's Marquinhos. Marquinhos. The Dons could do damage from here. Struggling to keep the ball. Kleiber. Eusebio. Eusebio. Well, the pass not finding its target. And on to Cantona. Neymar. An alert piece of defending. Diego Maradona. Bruno Fernandes has it. Maradona. Sol Campbell. Bruno Fernandes. That is that for the first half here. So the ball is rolling again, and as we reflect on the first half, you've got to say a below-par effort from the Dons. Are they capable of better? A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Paul Pogba. Kaká. And Neymar. And it's with Eusebio. Stones. Getting in there to intercept. Promising looking ball. Marquinhos. What can the Black Cats do from this position? Neymar. It's still alive. Well, nothing comes of it.
Derek, I still can't believe that didn't go in. What a save.
Neymar. Pogba. Progress from Pogba. Neymar. Campbell with it. Marquinhos. Neymar. Here's Marquinhos. Cantona. Marquinhos. Neymar. And they need to get tighter here. And they couldn't quite muster a real threat. Marquinhos. Martinez. And Maradona has it. Bruno Fernandes. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Maradona, onto Eusebio. And a goal! And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch. Well, the goal will not stand. It is offside.
Yeah. Good football there, but just straight offside.
Well, both teams have had substitutes warming up, and now both will rely on their respective benches. Aouar. Kaká. Aouar. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Neymar. Neymar thrives on running at defenders. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Played into the centre of the box. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, as we see again here, it's a decent delivery, nice and deep, and that's a good header. Eye on the ball, concentration. It's a lovely finish.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Aouar. Now Kaká. A delicious piece of skill. It's with Aouar. And they've won possession again. It's a splendid through ball from Neymar. Skipping away. But a crucial intervention inside the box. Neymar. And Neymar. Kaká. Well, body in the way. Keeper getting the touch. And still trying to get the shot off. And a wonderful save.
All types of save keepers make, but that's really important. Look how close the striker gets.
And he's fired over the corner. And firing it into the area. And that's a straightforward stop. Stones. On the ball, João Felix. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. A lovely attempt. Still possibilities. And just the 1 minute left in normal time here. Encouraging move from the Dons' point of view. Well, no way through. Bruno Fernandes. Diego Maradona. And there it is, the final whistle, and it's a victory for the... Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the FUT Champions Weekend League today. Every reason to believe this will be exciting, Lee.
Thank you, Derek. Really looking forward to today. A chance for the host to move up those world rankings. The fans are on their side, playing some great football. More to come, I feel.
What can the Black Cats do from this position? Emmanuel Petit. Veron. Petit. Juan Sebastian Veron has it. Dybala. Must take the lead here. And able to close down the shot. They take it short. Vidal. Petit. Theo Hernandez now. Gomez. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes has it. Marquinhos. Maradona. High quality defending. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Hernandez. Werner. It's with Petit. Veron. Vidal. Juan Sebastian Veron has it. Petit. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Emmanuel Petit. Veron. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. In possession to give them the lead, maybe. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Marquinhos. And Maradona has it. Eusebio. Bruno Fernandes. Maradona. And he did well to cut it out. Veron. It's with Petit. Arturo Vidal. Petit. Dybala. Should it be Alejandro Gomez? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, here it is again. You're trained from a young age to get in those sort of positions, and never in any real doubt he'd finish that. Cool and composed.
1-0 then.
Gomez. C'è un cambio nelle file della formazione di casa. Fuori con il numero 21 Lautaro Martinez. Entra con il numero 14
Neymar.
Duncan.
Neymar. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. A very timely interception. And intercepted it. Gomez. Dybala. Excellent vision from Dybala. Veron. Gomez. And he's taken it away. Diego Maradona. This is Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Now Neymar. Maradona. Well, it did look dangerous for a moment, but the keeper has it now. Koulibaly. Cuadrado. This is Vidal. Veron. This looks threatening. Not a strong glove on the ball from the keeper. Duncan. And it's with Eusebio. Well, attacking possibilities. Promising looking ball. And he read it well. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Koulibaly. Cuadrado. Not a great pass. Neymar moving with authority. Crossing possibilities. Well, that's how to break the spirit of the attacker. Bodies forward and the break looks on. He's in with a chance. And he opted for subtlety with the chip just over.
Well, I wouldn't take the chip on, but he did. He's a bit unlucky, to be honest with you, Derek.
Bruno Fernandes. Duncan. Well, they no longer have the ball. Alex Telles. Just cutting off the supply. Gomez. Dybala. Juan Sebastian Veron has it. Now here's Arturo Vidal. Werner. Now Dybala. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal! There he is, and the double. They just can't subdue him.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through, and he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard.
It's going their way, 2-0. Half an hour remaining then. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. And just like that, they've lost possession. Vidal.
The visitors' possession stats are brilliant. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult to have enough of the ball to create chances for your strikers. And really has been a dominant performance.
Bruno Fernandes. Duncan on the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Duncan. And Neymar. Will he find the net? Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Petit. Now Cuadrado. Vidal. And can they make one of these passes count? Koulibaly. Vidal. Pure ball control. Vidal passing, but losing out in that battle of wits. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. And the attack looks promising. Neymar. Potential danger. Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them.
Well, we can see it again here. What a lovely, inviting cross into the danger area that was. And finishing like that with a lovely headed goal is absolutely superb.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Veron. Gomez. Juan Sebastian Veron has it. Vidal. Well, they have the ball once more. Bruno Fernandes. Maradona. Excellent challenge. Vidal. Emmanuel Petit. Werner with it now. Petit. Alejandro Gomez has it. Well, an easy one to cut out, really.
The players are using this energy from the crowd to drive them forward time after time to get back into this.
Bruno Fernandes. Eusebio. On to Maradona. Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes. On to Eusebio. Maradona. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Could be a chance to break here. Vidal. It's with Petit. Gomez. Excellent vision from Dybala. And the decision offside here. So the final whistle, and a real downer for these fans. It is not And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and with me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we've got action from... And he's in! Still a chance! Well, they can bring it out now. Son. Eusebio. Mane! There it is! The opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made! So the match has restarted. 1-0. Here. And they're making a change.
For the visitors, number 7, Sadio Mane.
It's with Alex Telles. Bruno Fernandes has it. They do pass the ball with authority. Extremely sloppy in possession. And Neymar. And now Maradona. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Mane. And teammates to play it to. Son. Kaká. Cutting the ball back. Well, time just challenged magnificently. Neymar. And it's with Eusebio. And back with Neymar. Teammate available. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. Can he get them level? Well, good defending. Clattered out of there. Well, really intense pressure applied. Alex Telles. Well, the timing was perfect. Ball one. Take it away. Eusebio. Well, he played that one really well. That's not a bad ball. No nonsense clearance. Mane. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Did well to win the ball back. Eusebio. That's a fine-looking ball from Eusebio. Neymar. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Adama. Son. And the intervention, a good one by Stones. Neymar. Eusebio. And he's beaten him here. A goal! Real excitement. A back-and-forth type of game. Now they're level. So, a level contest. 1-1. Might be able to get in behind the defence. And space to cross it. Son. Tremendous intuition to win it back. They've got it now, what can they do? Determined defending. Eusebio. Here's Firmino. Regained possession. Neymar. Alex Telles has it. This is Neymar. Well, that attack going up a dead end, and the keeper has the ball. Oh, the keeper needed to do an awful lot better. Can he put them in front? Yes is the emphatic answer, and you have to say it was on the cards. Well, 2-1 it is here.
Number 18, Neymar.
Excellent refereeing, advantage in operation. Well, not a great challenge, free kick here. Son. The cross is on. Conte. Mane. Well, he's been forced out of play this time. Well, getting the ball forward. And return to Eusebio. Conte. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum. And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Neymar. Alex Telles. Not the pass he had in mind. Mane. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Neymar. And Maradona has it. It's with Alex Telles. Diego Maradona. And the whistle is sounded for half-time. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. N'Golo Conte. It's with Roberto Firmino. And back with Firmino. An effective challenge. And the right place to cut out the pass. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Son. Taken away from Son. You've certainly got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point, Lee.
Well, he's been involved in most of the positive things in that first half, and obviously getting that goal has given his team a huge boost for this second half.
And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. Bruno Fernandes. Eusebio. Eusebio. Bruno Fernandes. Now with Maradona. Just couldn't get it through. Will this corner bear fruit for them? And firing it into the area. Well, the keeper dealt with the danger. Neymar playing with purpose and control. He's failed to hold it, Neymar. Diego Maradona. Eusebio. Now Neymar. Important block by Walker. Well, that's not textbook defending. Really getting stuck in. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Over the top, intended for Son. Duncan. Eusebio. Alex Telles. Textbook defending inside the box.
Well, Derek, they're not happy. Ref is taking the brunt of this.
Can he put them in front? Oh, crucial tackle. Brilliant. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. N'Golo Conte. Nelson Semedo. And he read it superbly. Neymar. Eusebio. And he read it well defensively. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. What can Real do from this position? Conte. Firmino. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Joao Felix. Delightful pass. Mane. Roberto Firmino. Rashford. On to Eusebio. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Neymar. Alex Telles has it. Duncan. Can they grab the lead late on? Keeping it moving dynamically. Moving forward effectively. Eusebio. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Adama. Roberto Firmino. Eusebio. Another successful intervention, winning the ball back. Marcus Rashford. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. Conte. Eusebio. And a tidy tackle. It's with Alex Telles. Neymar. Neymar. Opportunity. Eusebio. Terrific save. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. High quality pass from Eusebio. My goodness, the importance of getting there was not lost on the keeper. Neymar. Well, that's it for the 90 minutes, but this is not over, and two 15-minute periods of extra time to come. And so the story continues. The first period of extra time, and no one is leaving.
Well, fitness levels are going to be tested now, Derek.
Duncan. Neymar. It's Neymar! A tremendous block. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Played into the centre of the box. The fist of the goalkeeper. James Tavernier. Felix. Bruno Fernandes has it. Can he finish this? Well, it might still work out for them. Good pressure high up the pitch. João Felix. Can he finish? There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
As we can see here, it's great play. They force a mistake by pressing really high up the pitch, and when they win the ball back, just look where they are, within striking distance of the goal. Great stuff.
Conte. Nelson Semedo has it. Well, they continue their push for the equaliser, but definitely not forcing it. N'Golo Conte. And return to Rashford. Conte. Politano. Eusebio. Offside the decision. Take it away. Mane. An effective challenge. Eusebio. And now Rashford. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here. Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. Mane. That's well blocked. Half-time in extra time. Well, on they go. Second period of extra time is underway. Walker. Rashford. It did look on for them, but not to be. Alessandrini. And intercepted it. Foul play, says the referee. He plays it short. And Neymar. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Alessandrini. Conte. Here's Alessandrini. On the attack, is there to be late drama? Perfect example of how to put in a tackle, and a corner will be next. And now the delivery. It didn't happen for them. Walker. And able to close down the shot. Five minutes left of the second period of extra time. If nothing changes, it will be decided by means of a penalty shootout. Rashford. Onto Eusebio. But it can't get through. An example of how to press. And still on the lookout for the goal that could be so important at this juncture. Good defending to prevent the chance. And offside, unfortunately. Applying vigorous pressure.
Well, the visitors very much dictating the tempo over the last 15 minutes or so. They're creating the openings. Who's going to be the brave one? Who's going to be the hero?
So 1 minute of stoppage time. That's what the officials have said. Eusebio. And back with Felix. Great challenge. He got nothing but ball. It always had the potential to go... And now it is all about the penalty shootout. Not to be from the penalty spot.
Oh, it's inexcusable.
And it's gone in.
Well, the sweet...
And he's denied them from the spot.
Oh, it's lovely goalkeeping, really is.
And he's beaten the keeper.
No doubt. Head down. Lovely strike.
It went awry for him from the penalty spot.
Well, 12 yards out, you have to make the goalkeeper work.
A goal now, and his team will prevail. And the penalty to win it.
Well, he looked cool, he looked calm, he was in the zone, superb composure, well played indeed.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box for complete coverage is Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the FUT Champions Weekend League coming right up. It's the Blades versus the Black Cats.
Well, thank you very much, Derek. The visitors are playing with some style. They're getting results, and that's because of the consistency. The coach is doing his job, the players are, and the supporters are loving it. Can they keep that consistency to move up the world rankings?
Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. The initial 11 today for the hosts. Alphonse Areola between the posts. Ferland Mendy plays with Kyle Walker as fullbacks. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problem. He's in here. A goal in the early stages. Precisely what they had been planning. The opening goal of the game then. N'Golo Kanté. Sanchez. The high press was on, and up for grabs off the keeper. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Kleiber. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. It's there for him. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. Good pressure high up the pitch. Salah. N'Golo Kanté. Ronaldo. Ronaldo. He must finish. The save was a good one. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. And intercepts again. Ronaldo. Really vital interception here. And not cleared away properly. Well, they survived the attack. Gianfranco Zola. Possession given away, unfortunately. Alex Telles has it. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. N'Golo Kanté. Certainly options available as far as the blades are concerned. Zola. But he knew he had to get to the ball, and he did. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Eusebio. Good work by the blades to win possession. A real opening now. Can he convert? And a goal it is from Mohamed Salah.
Well, it's become second nature, putting the ball in the net for this lad.
So the action continues. A wake-up call for the Black Cats, maybe. Can they construct a response? Zola. And he's made headway. Wonderful block. And he did well to cut it out. Fine teamwork to win it back. Ronaldo. Good-looking sequence. So a corner to the blades, and maybe a chance for them to add to their lead. Well, as a defender, that will sit you down to the ground. Out of play it goes. He was under a bit of pressure. N'Golo Kanté. There's a slide rule pass. And the referee has given them a corner. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Over it comes. And the keeper deals with the danger. Carrasco. Well, they have the ball once more. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Ronaldo. Good tackle. Nicely cut out. Making progress. Deflected behind. Corner forthcoming. Played into the centre of the box. Just too close to the goalkeeper in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, poor technique really, and the goalkeeper's not troubled.
It's with Alex Telles. Diego Maradona. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. The Blades looking productive here. Oh, in with a chance. Tremendous block. Well, a corner it is to the Blades, and maybe a chance for them to make the scoreline look even better. The first half here comes to an end. Well, this man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Yeah, he's played pretty well, to be fair. He looks confident and assured on the ball, but you do feel he's going to need a helping hand if he's going to turn this around. Not going to be easy, I can tell you that.
So into the second half with the Black Cats trailing. Will they come up with the right response? Bruno Fernandes. And Maradona has it. Eusebio. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Ronaldo. Chances on. It's there for him. It's gone in. Well, they're really in the mood here. Can they be stopped? Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Maradona. And now passing it through. He's only gone and scored. Eusebio with the goal. On they go again, with the Black Cats just 1 behind now. Good use of advantage by the referee. Into the advanced position. Chance to cross. Zola. Well, he didn't have it quite on the target, Lee.
No, it was a great opportunity. Sometimes you've got a choice, power or placement. He should have put his laces through it.
Bruno Fernandes. This is Neymar. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Very creative from the Blades. Well, up a cul-de-sac in terms of the attack. Alex Telles has it. Maradona. Eusebio. Now Neymar, but it can't get all the way through. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Ronaldo. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Able to get his body in the way. Keen to take it short here. Has someone to play it to. Sanchez. Here's Renato Sanchez. Ronaldo. Wonderful chance. And it's come off the keeper. Well, nothing untoward happened. Kleiber. Bruno Fernandes has it. Well, they want that equaliser, but their passing remains smooth. Maradona. Bruno Fernandes has it. Eusebio. Now in with a chance.
Well, Derek, could that be the moment that turns the impetus of this game around? Super goalkeeping, wasn't it?
Well read to win possession back. And continues his run. And that is going to be a free kick. Short and along the ground. Neymar. Kluivert. This is Neymar. Really good interception. 15 minutes remaining. The Blades looking productive here. Really getting stuck in. Mendy. Here's Renato Sanchez. Zola. Salah. Well, it was straight at the keeper, but technically good goalkeeping. Bruno Fernandes. Well, visionary passing. Still alive.
Well, it's a cracking atmosphere in here. The players just need to harness that energy from the crowd to see them through in this game.
Well, time is against them. They have work to do. Duncan. Getting in there to take it away. Conte. Well, there to intercept. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Well, a clear foul, but the referee let... Oh, a goal! An equaliser in the closing stages! And it's level again here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Oh, left his man behind here. And the cross is very much on. And putting his body on the line. Individual brilliance. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. And they're on the front foot, looking for a winner near the end of this game. Well kept out. What can they do from this corner? The minutes ticking away in this game. And now the delivery, but fisted away by the goalkeeper. On the attack. Is there to be late drama? And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. They cannot be separated here, and it's... Understandable that fatigue might set in. A strength-sapping night for all concerned as the first period of extra time begins. James Tavernier. And the Black Cats couldn't hang on to the ball. N'Golo Kanté. Gonzalo Guedes. Now with Pires. And dispossessed. The Blades have the ball once more. Gonzalo Guedes. Alessandrini. This might be ideal for the counter. Just cutting off the supply. And Mohamed Salah now. And in with a real chance. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, they'll try to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. Walker. On to Guedes. Gomez now. That's a very impressive piece of defending. Ronaldo. Pires. Chance to play it in. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. And Neymar. It's a good-looking ball in behind. Oh, it's astonishing! One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And now the question is, can they see this out?
Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
First period of extra time completed. 15 minutes left, and then it's a penalty shootout. And away they go again. Second period of extra time has commenced. Duncan. This is Neymar. Duncan on the ball. Neymar. Eusebio. Effective challenge. Gonzalo Guedes. Salah, plenty of running room in the wide position. And a very good challenge. And the last touch off the defender, so a corner coming up. Punching it clear. This could be the equaliser. That is a tackle and a half. Duncan. Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. And he's through here. Decent cross, but nobody in the vicinity. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Robert Pires. In possession, Deulofeu. Well, do they have it in them to level this? Intercepting it intelligently. Well, 5 minutes remaining in this, the second period of extra time. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's lost it. Stones. It's with Duncan. Neymar. Excellent defending. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Losing possession. There goes the final whistle, and the travelling fans are going to enjoy the journey home. They'll be smiling after this result, just what they needed, and up they go in the world rank. Hi everyone, it is an absolutely splendid day for football and we're looking forward to the game. I'm Derek Ray and joining me in the commentary position is the former England defender Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the Weekend League coming right up. It's Black Cats and they take on Rovers.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this. It should be a good game, Derek. Lots to play for, lots of pressure. Really exciting to be here. Very much looking forward to the game starting.
Maradona. Martinez. And it's played into the centre. Danger averted. Oh, nice ball. Bruno Fernandes. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Space afforded him. Showing good defensive judgment. Well, service by a player is always appreciated. Oh, big chance! Well, they can say a big thank you. To the goalkeeper, that was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, punched clear. Another corner conceded. What can they do with this one? Played into the centre of the box. And you need your defender to take charge. Well, successfully cut out. Kaká with the interception. Zaha. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Maradona has the vision. Can he keep his composure? Well, just narrowly over the crossbar. Good hit, though. Kaká. Rashford. Now Kaká. It's a good-looking ball in behind. And he read it well defensively. It is to be a throw-in. Bruno Fernandes. He's got the right idea with that pass. It's Neymar. There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front? So back at action, and the onus is on Rovers to erase the damage done by that concession. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Marquinhos. Bruno Fernandes has it. Moving the ball effectively. He made it look simple, really. Marcus Rashford. Brilliant piece of skill. Wilfried Zaha. Kaká. Sends it back. Rashford. Well, the goalkeeper in charge of the situation. A corner kick it is to Rovers, and a goal here would really change the complexion of the game. Rashford. Here's Alessandrini. Well, that is a defender's job to come to the rescue. A good-looking move. Marquinhos. Neymar. Neymar. Can he take the chance? Amazing reflexes from Thibaut Courtois.
Oh, it's fantastic. Every team needs a brilliant goalkeeper.
But the keeper takes command of the situation. And cut out by Conte. How many times do we say that? Eusebio. Now Neymar. Interception to snuff out the danger. Marquinhos. Eusebio. Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. N'Golo Conte. Pogba. And take it away. Martinez. Diego Maradona. Oh, great vision. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. And unable to keep possession. Couldn't keep the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Chances on. Was an important piece of defending. Kaká. Now with Rashford. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Well, it all counts for naught. Neymar. He's given it straight to the opposition. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the ball rolling again, and Rovers, the team chasing the game in the second half. Outdoing his opponent. Kaká. Oh, they've lost it. Martinez. Maradona, able to get his body in the way. Committed challenge. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Can they keep it going? Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Excellent first half from Neymar in this game, Lee.
Well, Derek, you're right. He has played well, and goals win games. He's been a joy to watch in this form. Sit back and enjoy him in the second half.
Maradona. Eusebio. Can't miss, surely. And not cleared away properly. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, making high pressing work for them here. And Neymar. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Well read to win possession back. Chance to attack using width. Space and time for the cross. Pogba. Kaká. Timely intervention. And room now out on the wing. Bruno Fernandes. Now with Maradona. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. And breaking at pace with menace. Now the referee not too happy with the challenge and blows for a free kick. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's... Making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
And it is substitution time at this juncture. Not just from one side, but from both. He read the situation defensively and did his job. This might be ideal for the counter. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Dembele. And unable to keep possession. James Tavernier. And Maradona has it. Oh, big opportunity. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day in superb scoring form. So 2-0 now.
Number 18, Neymar.
Difficult to stop him. Marquinhos. Opportunity in the wide area. And it was blocked, that particular cross. Giving the ball to the opposition that time.
The hosts have had the lion's share of possession. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult.
Oh, what an opportunity. Really important tackle. Room to roam for Rovers on the wing. Rashford. Just couldn't get it through. And the flag does go up offside. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Rashford. Now Conte. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Eusebio. They've regained possession. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Dembele. Marcus Rashford. Crucial interception amid impending danger. Neymar. Marquinhos. And Maradona has it. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Marquinhos. And they are on the move again. Martinez. Now that pass easy on the eye. A glorious chance. And the ball is in the net. And that is not going to count. The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision from the assistant referee. Spot on there.
Wilfried Zaha. Moving forward effectively. And not a great challenge. Free kick here. We have entered the final minute of normal time. And you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. And there it is, the final whistle, and it's a victory for the home side. They're going to be happy. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray. With me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the FUT Champions Weekend League today. I'll tell you what, Lee, this ought to be special.
Well, we always know it's going to be competitive. We always know there's going to be lots at stake. It's going to be exciting as well. Will we get a great game? Let's have a look. Can't wait for it, Derek.
Depay to jump in front. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Superb tackle. This is how it looks for the home side. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Rafael Varane plays alongside Virgil van Dijk in central defence. And the idea is to have just the one striker up there trying to pose problems for the opposition. Bruno Fernandes. Eusebio. And now Maradona. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Delightful pass. Dembele. And offside, unfortunately. Martinez. Diego Maradona. Eusebio. Surely. And there it is. The opening goal. The ideal way to start. 1-0 then. N'Golo Kanté. Here's Renato Sanchez. Depay. And attempting the through ball. Not to be this time. Martinez. Eusebio. The ball with Martinez. Will it be? Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. Martinez. Now Neymar. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. And no luck for Neymar in the passing department. Depay. Dembele on the ball. A sloppy pass. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Beautifully weighted ball. He just needs to stay level-headed now. Was an important piece of defending. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. It's a good-looking ball in behind. And a corner then for the Black Cats. They're looking for more. Over it comes. It might still be problematic. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. It's going their way. 2-0. And they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Renato Sanchez. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Might be able to set up the chance. Just a matter of thumping it away.
As you can see, the visitors haven't had too much of the ball. But again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic. Pace really hurts defences, and they've got that in abundance.
Mendy. Moving into the advanced position. Depay. Could pull one back here. Fine goalkeeping to push that away. Bruno Fernandes. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. And they'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Eusebio. Good visualisation and execution. Eusebio. It's going to be Neymar. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Hello everyone, the weather forecasters promised us a very pleasant day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. Derek Ray here in the commentary position, and I'm joined as always by Lee Dixon. And we've got action from the FUT Weekend League coming right up. What a game this ought to be, Lee.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. A real opportunity for the host to move up the world rankings, playing some really spectacular football, defensively strong, good in attack. It's a good combination.
Bruno Fernandes. Now Neymar, but it can't get through. Mane. Now successfully cut out. Stones. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. Lee, what are you expecting from him?
Well, basically, you've got to keep him out the box because he's got such a brilliant finishing ability that you give him half a yard, he will score. So keep him as far away from your goal as possible.
Couldn't keep it. Marquinhos. And slipped through beautifully. Alex Telles. It's opening up for them. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. And there it is! The opening goal, the ideal way to start.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely through ball to set up the chance. And then through on goal, do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
Bruno Fernandes. Sadio Mane now. And Maradona has it. Marquinhos. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Almost unbelievably, he's kept it out.
Well, I'm not sure how he's reached that. Just look at the stretch on that.
But the keeper takes command of the situation. Bruno Fernandes. Inside he goes. Oh, a vital interception. Marcus Rashford. And unable to keep possession. Martinez. And he's made headway. And up for grabs off the keeper. And he's in an offside position. Conte. Conte. Bruno Fernandes has it. Rashford. Well, chasing this game, but the corner might help them. Elects to go short. Rashford. Good looking ball. Might be a chance here. Just cleared away in the nick of time. How about the cross? James Tavernier. Lucas Moura. Now Mane. And still looking for space. Shot attempted. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. So a corner here.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
Rashford. Wilfried Zaha. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Martinez. Here's Kleiber. Good visualisation and execution. Crisp tackling. N'Golo Kanté. Useful looking ball. This could be the equaliser. But oh, what an important save! How about that?
Well, that is a big save, and that's what you pay top dollar for, your goalkeeper.
Kanté. Bruno Fernandes has it. James Tavernier. Bruno Fernandes. N'Golo Kanté. Mane. Sadio Mane! He knew he had to make the tackle, and did. Couldn't keep it. Plenty of options. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. That is that for the first half here. Excellent first half from... Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Kanté. And it's Tavernier. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Maradona. Bruno Fernandes has it. Here's Marquinhos. Martinez. Sends it back. Possession given away, unfortunately. Wilfried Zaha. Credit to them for winning back possession. Bruno Fernandes. Marcus Rashford. On for him. Not at all problematic for the goalkeeper. Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. And Maradona has it. Oh, far from the ideal pass, you've got to say.
The visitors have totally controlled possession. After that, it's been a little bit disappointing. Creativity in midfield is a little bit off. Certainly too slow in front of goal. Need to get wide, need to get crosses in the box.
Can he get them level? Still alive. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. N'Golo Kanté.
Well, he thought he got his team back in it, but he wasn't expecting a...
Chances on. Surely. Oh, it looked as though he might be through. Not so. Maradona. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Kanté has it. Marcus Rashford. Mane. Zaha. Could be. The angle didn't really fit. For him, not too far away.
Well, I guess it's worth a chance. He's in a tight angle there, but could he pull it back to a teammate?
Here it is now, a substitution. So 20 minutes to go. Martinez. Possession one. N'Golo Kanté. Kanté. Mane. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Struggling to keep the ball. Maradona. Not giving their opponents a moment's peace. N'Golo Kanté. And it's Kappa on the ball. Moving it forward. Mane. And overcame the ball from the flank, but dealt with in the end. Diego Maradona. Couldn't keep the ball. James Tavernier. Kanté has it. Kappa. Can they fashion something? They need a goal. And it's Kappa on the ball. In possession, Adama. Kanté. Kappa. N'Golo Kanté. Opportunity it is. Competence from the keeper.
Yeah, concentration for goalkeepers. He was spot on there.
And he's fired over the corner. And clearing it away.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere, Derek. It's been such a tight game, but can they see this out now? The fans are certainly doing their bit.
Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. This could level it. It was an accurate free kick, but a fine save.
Well, the pressure's mounting, Derek. The goalkeeper preserves the lead, though.
Bakambu. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Really nice ball. Joao Felix. That is a very fine challenge in difficult circumstances. Well, now it is final and a real sense of feel-good enveloping the home supporters. Just the...